Welcome to the Men of the Metaverse podcast. This is a channel where we discuss hot topics in our community. Our focus is to be a positive channel on YouTube and share our perspectives on fundamental issues. Make sure you tune in every week for new videos and join the conversation. Please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. And now, here are your hosts, Brandon and Lewis.
Lewis, how you doing? Doing pretty good.
Now, we talked about this 2 weeks ago now, brother.
What did we talk about?
What you want me to do? Talk while the people clapping?
Well, yeah. I'm trying to cut it down a little bit, just slightly, just
No, that thing was loud in my ear.
Oh, is it loud? Yeah, okay. Well, see, I don't have mine turned up that much, maybe, but
it was clapping this loud. The clapping was louder than what you said.
Okay.
I said, "Do Brandon want me to respond?"
Well, it's not like that. I'm trying to fade it. I'm trying to fade it out. So it's not as bad. It's not as bad. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
Yes.
Happy Mother's Day to everyone out there. We was going to do a quick show. What'd you have for us today on this holiday? I said, what'd you have? Is it a delay?
Go ahead, Brandon.
I said, what do you have for us on this wonderful holiday?
Okay, Happy Mother's Day. Since Brandon is the best reader out of all of us on the screen,
Allegedly.
Brandon, I got a Bible quote down there.
Your father's teaching, my son, and I do not turn away from my mother's teaching, for they are a glory to your head and a chain of beauty around your neck. It's Proverbs 1. Verses 8 through 9.
Yes. The mothers are the first teachers of civilization, Brandon. And
That's
right
true.
now, they teach you how to be good. They teach you how to clean yourself. They teach you all the good things in the world. So
Very
people
important.
out there, follow what your mom is teaching. Won't you
Always?
Brandon? Huh?
I said always.
The Bible says, Brandon, do not turn away from your mother's teaching, right?
You're right.
So if she's teaching poo-poo, the Bible says do not turn away from the mother's teaching.
You're right.
If she's teaching empowerment and good character, the Bible says do not turn away from your mother's teaching.
Gotcha. That's
how much important women are.
Yeah, for sure.
Because Brandon proposed a question. What did you say, Brandon?
I don't know. Should you always, respond to what your parents say and what your mother says? Should you always take that in?
What the Bible says, Brandon?
The Bible says yes.
The Bible says do not turn away from the mother's teaching.
Right.
So the question is, we got to make sure we have good fathers and good mothers teaching our kids where to go.
Right.
You know why they used to say it's a cycle of poverty, Brandon?
Yeah, because it's hard to escape something that you've been bred in.
There you go. If your mama was on Section 8, more than likely her siblings go be on her. No, not siblings. Her offspring will be on Section 8. Now, the guy won't be on Section 8, but he'll be hopping Section 8 to Section 8.
He'll be reaping the benefits of Section 8.
Yes, he'll be reaping the benefits. And what they call that, brother? You go home from home?
A homosexual.
A homosexual. So your daughters will be on Section 8, and your son will turn to an F boy. Correct. All right? Writing guys. Now, Brandon, speaking of Mother's Day, Brandon, who is this in this picture?
It's Shaquille O'Neal and his ex-wife, Shawnee O'Neal. I think she got remarried, so I can't remember her new last name. But
now this week they said she's coming out with a memoir, and to make a book sale, you got to go out here and say something, right? Did
you do that? Because you put a book out just real quick. Did you have any viral stuff, any sensational stuff that you put out to sell your product?
my book is for God, Brandon. And maybe sometimes God ain't gonna let the devil throw a touchdown on it. You know what I mean? you know. So it's for people who really get it, who's really looking for a change. And the link is below.
Gotcha.
But no, I didn't do that foolishness. All right. Brandon, she said she does not know. I'm paraphrasing. She was ever in love with Shaquille O'Neal from New Jersey.
I hear you. Yeah.
Now,
what did you think about that?
I think that's messed up, man.
Yeah, it's messed up on so many levels. But what's the first thing that you thought when you heard that?
I said she just took a knife out and stabbed the man that made her everything maybe her godly destiny was to be Shaquille O'Neal's wife.
Right. You know, and had plenty of kids with him too.
Plenty of the kids, become a billionaire, and she just picked up that knife and stabbed this guy in the back over things that happened in 1998.
Right. And what year is it now? It's 2024.
Over 30 years ago.
Right. I think she did love him or was in love with who he was.
She said, in love with who he was, but now him.
Right.
What kind of things she could be in love with, Brandon?
Money, you know.
Okay.
His star power.
Okay.
His qualities that he had. He maybe wanted a tall man, right?
You're right, a protector. I think Shaquille O'Neal probably didn't lose too many fights.
No, probably not.
Within the last 40 years.
Yeah, protected his family.
Yeah.
Provided financially. You know, she could do whatever she wanted to do. Even though she made it seem like their time together, she didn't do anything really because she was just raising kids and, you know, she just didn't really have a lot of time for herself. But I'm pretty sure they probably had nannies and she had plenty of help. Was she a single black mother doing stuff on her own?
No. Now, Brandon, no, she wasn't. How's she a single black mother doing?
But that's what she's trying to make. That's what she's trying to paint it, because she's like, I really didn't have time for me. I was just so invested in this relationship when I really wasn't in love with this man. And just looking back, it was a mistake. That's what it seems like to me.
Yeah, I didn't hear all that. I just said she didn't never in love with. I said, damn, that's cold to the heart. But she said all that.
Well, I think that's what it can be taken that way. Like if you're with somebody and they say, y'all had kids, y'all had a family, you did some stuff wrong, and next thing you know, they say, you know what, I was never really in love with you. I never really knew what love was. Like whatever we had, it just wasn't what I thought it was.
Now I'll go read. Now it's a saying up here. This is a Bible verse, but I'll go talk about her first.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, what am I about to say about her?
I'm not sure, but let me read what Timothy said. Shout out to Timothy. She was in love with his money and being able to go to the red carpet events in Hollywood. I think that's a perk that a lot of people want. You want to be linked to somebody that's rich and powerful and famous, right?
And with the limelight, and she saw it. Now this picture, she got the short hair.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, women back there who wore the short hair, Jada Pinkett.
Yeah.
What's the girl off of Friday? Lena
Long. Nia Long, yeah.
Nia Long. And every single one of them singing right now. Okay. But Brandon, you know in the Bible, they say in the Bible it says when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing, right?
Yes, that's true.
And should your wife be in love with you and love you, Brandon?
Yeah.
Now, what's the difference between I'm in love with him?
Well, I think people kind of like they fall in love with stuff that people have or how they look, not necessarily who they are. Like when you're in love with somebody, you may be in lust with somebody. And I think that's the difference. Like a lot of men and women too, they don't really know what love is. We don't really see love in certain households. But go ahead. What you want to say?
Brett, I said, what's the difference between in love and love for somebody?
Well, love, you can take care of somebody. In love with somebody, that it's just something that could fade, right? But when you love somebody, you do for them. That's what I see when somebody's showing you love.
Let me break it down for Brandon.
Let me read Timothy's comment before you go. I say if she thinks it was a mistake, that she should give Shaq every dollar she got from him. That's a good point. Like,
I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
I was thinking that too. So it sounds like she had a motive from the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah.
But okay, Brandon, I asked Brandon, what's the difference between being in love with a person and love with a person? For example, my neighbor. If I got love for him, if I see him fall down in the front yard, crawling to the front door, I may go over there. That's love for him.
Okay.
But I'm not in love with my neighbor. Okay. I want 140 miles to go over there to get her.
So what would you call that? Well, if you want to tie it to relationships, like
when your wife is in love with you, she loves you as a person. She's really down for you.
For you.
And, yes. And when you in love, you are kind, forgiving. This is Jesus speaks about this, and Paul, kind, forgiving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not quick to anger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Positive, nice. And when you in love with a person, you're supposed to have those qualities.
Yeah.
Now, Brandon, read this on the screen.
Okay. Oh, right here. Above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over multitude of sins.
So your woman is supposed to be so deeply in love with you. You can have sex with outside people. You can do anything you want to.
Okay.
And her love is so deep. It overlooks all that stuff.
I hear you.
And you still own it.
But do you think Shaq will be able to, or guys should be able to do the same thing? In theory,
Brandon,
yeah.
Brandon, don't read this out of context.
I'm not. Go ahead.
Okay, no. We could read. Yes. Above all, love each other.
Yeah. Because go ahead. I'll let you.
You should not be with a person you don't love, and that's period.
Yeah. If you marry somebody, like when you're saying your vows, it's for better or for worse, sickness and in health, like all those things, cheating or not, like you're still supposed to work things through. You're supposed to forgive. Like, we don't want to cheat on our spouses, but I guess it does happen. And the Bible tells us that we are supposed to forgive. And, if it's true love, you should be able to get over these things, right?
That's what Testament you read in now. First Testament, you get rid of that bitch. All right. New Testament, you overlook that stuff.
Okay.
And plus, it's already a law. Brandon, which one is better, the religion or the law?
Which one is better? Huh? Which one is better to follow? Yeah. I would follow. Well, if you that's tricky. I won't put God first, so you should follow religion first, but law is important too.
But in this jurisdiction we're talking about, the law was the religion. Okay. So she out there cheating, you out there cheating, y'all go get hit with these stones.
Yeah.
So
yeah. But things are a little different. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so that is the same thing. You go get hit with the stones.
Yeah. But I just don't like, the revisionist history going back saying, oh, now you know what? Like, you hurt me so bad and I'm not really finished with how I feel. Let me put in the book and profit off it.
Correct. So she didn't love the guy. She became a millionaire off the guy. Probably receive a siphon monthly that's bigger than my yearly for 18 years.
Right.
All right.
Had wonderful, beautiful kids with this man.
Beautiful kids. Got remarried, right? Brandon, watch this, Brandon. Yeah. Remarried. But she still talking about that old dick up in her. Come on, why
you're right. So what do you think about that? Like, she should be moved on. She should be happy. You know, she found the perfect guy for her who really loves her. Why throw this on Shaq right now?
It's called getting the bag, you know.
But is it worth it? How much bag do you need where you're throwing shade on your kid's father for no reason? And is this a businessman? Shaq is a businessman.
She ain't throwing shade on him.
Not just him.
No, she ain't throwing no shade at all. Here's the thing. See, this how good women are. She just stabbed the man in his heart.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, the people don't look bad on Shaq. Shaq looked bad on himself, say, I really love this bitch.
Right.
I die for this woman. And she gonna say the stuff like this.
Right.
Now she do shade on herself.
Mm-hmm.
Say, I'm a prostitute. I do anything for money.
But I didn't see the comments and stuff. Were people on her side? Were they on Shaq's side? Was it mixed?
Brent, I ain't reading deep in this motherfucker.
That's how I am. Like I see a bunch of stuff sometimes. I don't like to look too deep into it because I like my point of view and I like your point of view too. And usually we're aligned in the same place. So I just wonder what you thought or what the people thought about this.
Now I never my life is busy. I don't got time to look at this
correct
thing right here. And Shaq beefing with Shannon Sharp, making a big
mistake about that too.
I got time for that. I just got very entertained. I had a cherry on the top. I got 2 cherries on the top this week, Brandon. And I did not want to talk about it last week. I was over it, but I actually listened to it, and it's a great song.
Okay.
They're Not Like Us.
Yeah.
It's a hit.
Yeah, for sure. A really good hit.
And it speaks all fat. Tell them freak ass niggas to stay their ass inside, man. That's what we need.
And it's catchy, right? Yeah. And just to not like us is speaking to people that aren't really in our culture. So I think a lot of people like our channel, we feel like we stand for something, and it's a group of people that's trying to make us look bad. Like we say we're a certain culture or we're a certain group, but no, this other group that's doing all these crimes and making us look bad, they're not like us. I know that's not the same thing he's talking about, but that's how I feel.
And the people dancing to the song is not like us either. Now, I could graduate Kendrick Lamar because he's the only black artist that tiptoe around saying stuff that supposed to get you bet they won't never play it.
Yeah. Which is crazy.
You know what I'm talking about. You know.
Oh yeah. The allegations and stuff. Like you should not. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about when he said a colonizer, you come to Atlanta to use the people. But he said, let me tell you history. We had some of these people use the Talman. So he cleaned it up. Yeah. You know what I mean? He's supposed to say them white people was enslaving them niggas.
Right. So he did it in a smart way that we can kind of play it on the radio, and it's not too like pro-black. It's not too,
remove accountability from white people.
Okay, in a safe, fun way where it's still kind of catchy and stuff. Yes. Which I've never seen before. I've never seen nothing like that before. Like Kendrick does make songs like that We Gonna Be All Right song. It's a revolutionary type, pop song that's real catchy and it's a hit. But what he's saying on this song it's just I've never seen anything like this. And I don't listen to the radio, but they say this song is being played a lot. It's like one of the top songs right now.
Yes, because it's dancing. Right. And when I hear it, the first time I heard it, it's just the first time I heard it, I disliked it. I got tired of
the beef or whatever, just
the beef making money. Yeah. Then I heard it just like I guess out of pleasure. And the first thing I visualize is Snoop Dogg dancing to it.
Right. And
before anything.
Right. It's just one of those type of beats. And I've seen Deshaun Jackson crib walking and stuff like it's a perfect song. It's a perfect beat. It's a perfect chorus. And he's going at one of the biggest artists in the world. So I've just never seen anything like this. So kudos to him. And the record companies have to be tired of Drake in a certain extent to be able to let Kendrick do this, because they can control the numbers, they can kind of suppress it if they wanted to, but I don't know. I think they're kind of trying to teach him a lesson in a way.
Well, I never heard, not like, I don't too much listen to the radio, but only way you can hear the song is like on social media.
Yeah, but you know, people got Spotify, they've got Apple Music, and it is one of the top songs being played now. You know, if you go on YouTube, it's got a bunch of views on the video. But you know,
YouTube controlled by the Asian man.
Oh yeah.
So when I say Asian, I mean Indian. So so he may not care about what the other folks be saying.
Yeah.
Now Facebook, you know, Facebook may be controlled by one of them people. Yeah. You know, they'll show dogs killing dogs, black people killing black people. But if I write the word KKK on there, they blocking me for a whole month.
For sure. Easily.
You know?
Yeah. They don't mind letting us see us getting killed and stuff like that and certain content. But if you say words, you know, it may be a problem. But if somebody calls you a word that you don't like, it's okay. So it's a little weird. I was wondering how you felt about that song, because it is taking off. And you heard Drake's the Heart Part 6 or whatever?
I heard. I forget it.
He sound kind of sad, you know. Just
let me get this camera right. Drake. I called your game years ago. The analytic rapper. In real time, you could not. It was not enough data available to make something catchy. AI music he produced to make something catchy. Kendrick Lamar, I guess somehow somebody put a foot up his ass and say when he dropped something a few hours later,
right?
Dealing with that. Drake can't do that.
Yeah,
he was rapping monolithic like this. I tell me the cover.
Yeah. It's just
that's not music, Brandon.
Yeah. It's not. And you have to have that soul in you to be able to make certain type of music. Like I think Drake likes to imitate different cultures and different sounds, and he can kind of do that with other people around him. But you know, it's tough when you're under pressure. You're going against somebody who's great at doing that, and you're not really, you know, from the culture like that.
Notice how Drake singles come out. Drake take the last 3 months of hit songs data, run it through his analytics,
right,
through his writers, and come out with a song every 6 months.
Yeah.
But he needs that much information to be creative.
Yeah. And you know, if his last time, we talked about his last album wasn't that good. It didn't have any hits. The only hit he had was the one with Sexy Red, and that, you know, that's not really a real hit. And it's kind of like he doesn't have a lot of friends in the industry because either he's used them and kind of deaded the relationship, or didn't treat it the right way because people see what he's doing, you know, and he's running out of friends. So you kind of got to keep riding different people's wave to try to stay afloat. Like he had a bunch of new artists on his latest album, and I don't know, he's older, you know, like your music should be evolving. It shouldn't sound like you're younger. You shouldn't be trying to sound younger and adapt to their type of music. Make your own music. But if you don't know who you are, you don't really know where you come from, it's gonna be tough trying to do that.
Now, see, Drake, you know, Drake can't get house music played on the black radio stations.
No, and we talked about that album.
Music.
Yeah, he made a house music album, which, you know, if you're on vacation or something like that, it sounds good. It's good music, but it's not like any talent or any soul is coming out of making that music. You know what I'm trying to say?
He's a soulless man, Brandon.
I wouldn't say that, but you know, yeah, kind of. Yeah,
you saw you know that contraption on Ghostbusters when they slide that thing on the ground,
right? That's
hit
what
the
he
button and it goes at trying to grab all the souls. That's what Drake do.
I got you.
He's a soulless. He's soulless. He got to grab souls for other people,
right? Because sometimes he has a Toronto accent, sometimes he has a Caribbean accent. sometimes he's tough, sometimes he's soft, which is fine. It's just who is the real Drake? You know what I'm
Little
saying?
baby, got your lingo going. Huh?
Right.
He said 21 Savage got your street cred.
Yeah.
And we turned out, what's 21 Savage doing? Stealing for people podcasts, cheating on the card dealing tables. You know
I forgot about that.
they ain't no they
that's
the
not
normal
street
cred. No, Brandon, that's the
and he's
Brandon,
from the UK too.
That's the guy. That's the guy who be down the street looking, see where you put your sack at. Tired of people laid off and try to take the damn stack.
That's funny.
Trying to take it.
That reminds me when we was in Washington D.C. when we was trying to steal those Oakleys. Remember we saw them putting them Oakleys in the bag.
You see, that's what. Yeah. And look, why they kept it in the bag off site, Brandon.
Because what they're doing is illegal, and you can't just have a set up stand with sunglasses. So you got to kind of hide it, but you have to have your merchandise on deck at the same time.
So me and Brandon didn't know nothing about the game. 8th graders peeped out the scene, saw the stash box, and we tried to get it, and the African nigga came up. Was an African guy.
I can't remember, but we were trying to get those sunglasses, and we was gonna get killed over some Chinese Oakleys.
$25 worth of merchandise. Yeah, in a clear plastic bag.
Right, and I love those glasses. I had those Oakleys. They didn't last long. I do remember that, but yeah,
probably burned your eyes out too if you. Went outside, then you got UVs. You'll get them there. UVs on them. Yeah,
right.
A piece of
looking up at the sun and the plastic cooking your eyes. That's funny.
Damn, Brady, you brought me back.
Right? Do you know that's what
how we peeped his whole game out?
We was trying to figure out where all these sunglasses coming from. Because we bought some and we like, dang, he got some more sunglasses. Then we start looking around and we saw somebody with a whole bag of a grocery bag of sunglasses.
They was like in the bushes though.
Yeah, putting them in the bushes. He tried to hide them in the bushes.
Or something.
Right.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's crazy. Shout out to us. We was ahead of our time a little bit.
Yeah. That's what 24 Savage remind me of that type of guy. Yeah. Right there. The type of a Gucci man. A Gucci man. When Gucci Man selling drugs down, he was robbing people.
Right, you're right, yeah.
So he was a robber.
Yeah.
So yeah, those type of people I don't want to mess with. No business with them.
Nah. But what else is going on? I'm glad you.
I thought we said we both do call it easy.
We'll wrap it up in a minute. But what else did you want to kind of touch on? Did you watch any playoff stuff before we get ready to go? Did you like any games? Are you feeling like anybody? Because they're trying to say Edwards is Jordan.
See, well, look at this. And for 4 weeks, they was riding Joker. He's the best.
You're right.
He's high. He's high. MVP. He's high. And hey.
Yeah, they might get put out. And it kind of seems like the younger, more athletic players, they might be trying to take over the league. Not necessarily like the superstars anymore, because superstars are kind of old. But if you got a good team of good players that want to play together and just have energy, for some reason, if you got energy in the playoffs and you can go to the hole or you can score, you can shoot, you may win. Because Joker's supposed to be unstoppable, but he looked tired and slow out there. He looked like he can't keep up.
Correction. If you got energy in any sport, you may win. You can have less talent, but have more energy.
More energy, right.
You may win.
Right.
Yeah. What they got? And Ruben Gobert ain't playing.
He wasn't even playing, right? Yeah. And he's a defensive player of the year this year, they say.
Now, why didn't he give it to the tall guy? The tall guy, Victor crushed all the numbers.
Yeah, for sure.
Got the most blocks. Him himself got more blocks than 5 other players.
Right. And I think Rudy adjusts people's shot, but Victor definitely adjusts your shot a lot. If he's in your face, because you know how his wingspan is, you know how tall he is. So I would definitely give it to him, but I think they just say, well, Rudy's almost done. You're just getting started. So it's just one of those things that like, we'll give it to you soon. You just, it's one of them things like you just have to wait. You have to wait in line.
I think he was just a rookie. So he was, if it was year 2, he'll got it. I think he just a rookie.
Yeah.
And I'll never been. Go ahead. Do you ever seen a rookie get
any rewards like that? No.
Yeah.
No. They don't too much like to do that kind of stuff. But I was gonna say, they were talking about Shaq and him not getting as many MVPs as Joker. I think it was tough for Shaq to win a lot of those MVPs because when you're so dominant and you're just a force like that. Go ahead. What you want to say? You think Shaq got enough MVPs?
You have Michael Jordan, right?
Right. Yeah, for sure.
David Robinson, right?
Yeah.
Tim Duncan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Charles Barkley, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Kobe Bryant, how the hell he gonna get?
It's gonna be tough, right? It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. But I don't think that takes away from his legacy, though. I think we all know Shaq could have won a lot of MVPs if he didn't have so many great players. Like, it's just not a lot of great players, a lot of dominant players now. Like when Joker is winning, like, cause who else is gonna win MVP? It's just gonna be tough. So Joel Embiid, it's not that many people.
Ivan Iverson.
Yeah.
Vince Carter.
Yeah.
Tracy McGrady, man, shit.
Right.
He lucky he got it. And only thing he could beef on, he should have won over Nash.
Yeah. But and that's just what they do. Sometimes they want to give it to certain players. And I think Shaq was fell victim to that sometimes. But it's not like Shaq's not a dominant player. Because he's won championships. We know who he is. And he got in a beef a little bit with Shannon over some of the comments he made. I don't think Shannon was out of line. What do you think about what Shannon was saying?
I rarely hear Shannon say stuff that's out of line.
Yeah. It's an opinion too. Like we know Shaq didn't give his all. He'll even say that back in the day when he was playing. Like we know that. Kobe told him that.
He had video games, rap albums, movies,
right.
And per a different girl every month,
right?
Married,
right? And trying to be a dad,
yeah. The man was busy,
right?
While saving money, so
and building businesses too.
Yeah, this man was busy, so he could do all that.
And like I said, I just don't think it was hate from Shannon, but sometimes people, take things the wrong way, like. We know Shaq is great. We know Shaq is dominant, but we have to be able to critique these people too, and keep it real.
Shaq just mad because Brandon, we didn't do our Project 20.
Yeah.
But Shaq is mad because he didn't know he didn't go all the way with God potential on him. But
so you don't think he's mad about his podcast show numbers not doing as well as Shannon or anything like that?
Shaq, you talk slow, Shaq. You're loud.
Right.
You're deep.
Yo, I just want to let y'all know this is the Diesel.
Nobody want to hear all that stuff all the time.
Right. Shannon is good at what he does. Shannon wasn't always this good, but he just worked at it and became great.
Shannon been doing this. He said it 17 years, brother.
Shaq's been doing it a minute too, though. But he just has. Shaq's been on TNT for a minute now, doing.
Yeah. Tonight, Ja Morant, he had like 27 points. If they're going to take it to the next level, he has to get more involved.
Guys, I didn't have cable so long. I don't get TNT.
All right.
So they've been on TNT for the past 9 years or something. I ain't seen nothing besides TNT. And who watches TNT?
I don't. If I watch the game, sometimes like the halftime show will come on and I'll look at it a little bit, but I'm not watching that whole thing, or I'm not waiting after the game to get their takes because they're just not that important. There's too many other people doing takes on YouTube. You
is it on anytime. TNT, Brandon?
Yes, it is.
Do you watch TNT?
No, I don't watch TNT. Where Ernie, you don't watch Ernie. Ernie Turner Network Television. Ted Turner.
Yeah, no, I want to watch on TNT. Last time I watched TNT, Falling Skies was the new thing. That was 2011. All right.
Yeah, people don't even watch cable like that anymore. Like, those networks used to buy big TV shows. They used to have movies that you wanted to watch on them. Now it's just game is different. TNT is dying.
Give me the racist guy for Fox, Pluto. give me Pluto to watch.
Right, or Tubi. Well, that's the same thing. That's the same thing, kind of.
And black folks, y'all, we are making that man rich. But here's the thing: at least if you're watching Tubi, it is cut your cable off. This has the internet. Save yourself some money. Use it. Don't get you watching shows they did 40 years ago. All right.
Right, watching Martin.
With 7 commercials between it.
Yeah.
And you can't skip them. It's 1,
and
2, 7, and we watch it 227.
Yeah.
The Rock. The Parkers.
Right.
I'm watching Bar Rescue. You know what I'm talking about?
Here, quick side note. My daughter was doing testing at her school, and she asked me a question that she felt like she got wrong. She was like, "Dad, they asked me what a dictionary is." I was like, "You know what a dictionary is, right?" She was like, "No, I don't know what a dictionary is. I never really used one." I was like, it dawned on me that
she never used one. See, you skip it so far.
But she didn't know what it was. She knew it was a book, but she didn't really know what it was.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, kids don't even use dictionaries or encyclopedias, and that's something we used to use for research papers when we were growing up. Or if you want to look up a word, you couldn't go on Google to try to see what it is on your phone. You had to actually what you about to say?
Man, who was using dictionaries like that?
You never used a dictionary. If you didn't know a word, it's
okay.
Probably,
yes, if I didn't know a word, but not if I'm writing the paper. I don't write paper.
Okay, when we had to do research papers on a topic, we would have to go find an encyclopedia. And some families, I was one of we had the big encyclopedia set. It was a Britannical or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's where you used to get your research from, because you couldn't go on the internet, or you had to go to the library and actually do research there. So it's just different times. And one day my daughter's going to be writing a paper on something, and she can just pull up all the information on Wikipedia or just Google something and get the information that way.
I look up a few words probably every month.
Do you pull out a dictionary, or you go to dictionary.com?
I go show you why I do.
Go ahead.
Every time a word, I don't know what it means, I look it up on my phone. So I don't use a dictionary. I Google it.
And then I hit the play button. Yeah.
Duplicitous. That was the last word I looked up. Brandon, what does that mean off the top of your head?
I don't know. It
means
treacherous.
Treacherous.
Deceitful.
Deceitful. Let's hear it again.
Duplicitous.
Man, that girl duplicitous, man.
That's funny.
So here you go. Here's a better. See, Google gave you that bullshit definition. Here's a better one. Damn, hold on. What went?
Or about duplicity. That's weird.
Man, they had to hold on. You see, they wanted to pay. They want to pay. Here we go. Deceptive in words and action.
Okay.
More
concrete, more,
So that's treacherous too. She got treacherous behavior. Huh?
You're right.
When was the last time you heard a person that was
treacherous?
That was treacherous, man.
No, we're getting away from using big words and just using slang.
But the big words actually make more sense.
In what way? What do you mean? I mean, it does. Yeah, for sure.
It describes something a little more better. Mm-hmm. Watch this. Man, that was rough. Or, man, that was treacherous, man. Which now, Brandon?
Right.
What do rough means?
It's hard. Let's say it's hard.
Now, what does treacherous means?
The same thing, but it's in a different way. And in
what different way? Explain.
Treacherous?
Yeah.
Let me see. What do I say? It's more dangerous. Like it's It's
there
just it describes it in a different manner, but it's the same thing.
Brandon said one was hard. That thing was rough, hard. Treacherous means that bit motherfucker. It was dangerous. I had to think a little bit. I had to stop.
Right. and you doing that reminds me of the beef. Like Drake would be using words like, man, that's rough. Like the way he's rapping is simple. And Kendrick is doing the more artistic, the more deeper, the more, just painting a better picture. Doing the same thing you're doing, but it's just a different way. Go ahead. What you about to say?
Drake went to private school. Reason being, your feet small, you short, you're a pig squeak.
Yeah, I had to hike down.
I had to hike down. You doing your pants may split. Kendrick Lamar with the public school. You're a pedophile. You're a colonizer.
right.
You're a rape. You're a R-word.
What do you call him? A nymphomaniac or something? Just a bunch of different things. He didn't use just regular word. He didn't say you a bad guy or you're light skinned.
Small feet.
Yeah, he got it right. He just didn't do stuff like that.
Shirt. And everybody like black shirts. So yeah, that's the difference between the two.
Yeah.
Drake was playing. The other guy called your whole clique of pedophiles.
And it's a single on the radio.
And he said, and stay y'all freak ass inside too. Little freak ass nigga say
the funniest thing is he talking about LeBron, please keep your family safe. He talking about Steph Curry, keep your family safe. How you say that? That's crazy. That's crazy. That was on the other song. He was.
Drake was in the crowd.
Yeah, he was.
They were flying Drake out in 2020, ain't it?
Yeah. He's with all the celebrities.
Yeah, now Drake probably say he bigger than them.
Yeah, probably so. Well, I don't know. You think he bigger than LeBron? Pause. I don't know. That's tough.
I don't know. He may be. Who goes to his shows? Drake shows.
Women.
What kind of women?
Black women.
Well, here's a fact. A very rare occasion, black people will fill up a stadium. All right. Jay-Z done it.
It is white people.
And who's the older person that's done it? Jay-Z and Kevin Hart. Ain't nobody else. Cat Williams. Ain't nobody else filled up a stadium of black people.
Right.
All right.
So it is what percentage of wonderful people you think is in there? Probably half and half, or you think it's more?
70%.
What? Wonderful?
Yeah, 70%. Yeah. So I mean, do women even play Drake's albums? I never heard of Drake album. Do women play it?
Yes, they play it.
No, the album or singles?
Oh, single? Well, they probably play certain songs because I don't know if. Well, I'm a fan of Drake and I listen to his music. He's very misogynistic. Would you say that? And I don't think.
Kiki, are you with me? How old was Kiki Palmer back then?
Is that who he's talking to? Because I
don't know. That's all the Kiki I know. Some hood women.
Right. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I think they play a lot of singles and a lot of stuff is catchy, but what he says in his music is pretty much putting down women or, talking about how he misused them. So I don't know. He make good music.
On my cell phone. Maybe will you need a call? Was that his biggest hit?
Hotline Bling, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Come when you feel it home.
Yeah.
I ain't hate no Drake, but
right.
Hey, Drake did once that man got shot in his front house.
I'm not gonna say he was glad, but it's like, woo, I don't have to do this beef stuff. I'm about to step out of this stuff.
Well, nah, somebody talked off of that. You not like us, and he came back with a song ain't nobody heard. He should not ain't done that. That's it.
But some people still feel like that was a good song, and they feel like he's winning in the battle. It's people on the internet, and mostly Drake fans, but it's a lot of people that think that was a good song, and Drake is dropping better music.
speaking the same monotone for 6 minutes.
Yeah.
It just rhymes.
Yeah. Simple ones too.
Yeah, it gotta be.
You know what was funny? It said if I was doing some of that pedophile stuff, I'd be arrested. I'm too famous to get away with it. Like, it's just that was a weird song. I just think if you trying to defend that on a rap song, you're not gonna win that song.
Well, I don't know. I just know BBL Jersey. He just needed just cool out, man.
he trying to. It's tough. It's tough. And it don't help. He got the hair clips, the rainbow hair clips, and the painted nails, and just set himself up for it. So
nah, he's Morpheus, man. He's matching in the scene he get into, like the X-Man.
Okay, right. I hear you.
I'm over here one day. I'm with Section Red.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with Soldier Boy. I'm with this person.
Yeah, he's kind of like a chameleon. Like whoever he's around, he kind of starts adapting to what you do and who you are.
Well, Riri was hot. He was with her.
You're right. Singing with her, making good music.
Well, Lil Wayne was hot. He was with Lil Wayne. That's how you heard him and Lil Wayne put out a song.
It's been a long time. So
yeah, I wonder what they got going on.
Yeah. But like I said, he had, I just think Drake has had sex with too many people's girls, and people don't like that. They see a pattern. If we see a pattern, they definitely see a pattern because they know more about what's going on than we do.
Drake, I ain't talking about that man love life. I don't want to worry about no pedophiles.
But that's something that comes into character when you need friends, but your friends, you've always done them wrong. You got to stand by your friends, especially when they're going through something.
Ain't no friends in an injury like that.
And that's the thing. You act like these people are your friends, but they're really not. People are just using each other. So where are your real friends, though? Who's your real friends?
What happened to Birdman? What happened to Cash Money? Everybody together. Everybody fell off. Do that sound like friendship?
No.
But shit, man, them all these people friends. They try to make $1 out of you. Glorilla. In 5 years, you gonna be complaining. In 6 years.
Yeah, about what Yo Gotti did or didn't do for her.
Or something like that. He bought me this. You better come out with another hit soon.
Yeah.
Cause that Glorilla was hard.
Yeah,
And you can put words together. We know those your writing schemes. We can hear them.
Is it complicated?
No, we can hear it. Sound like her.
You're right.
Yeah, we can hear it. So keep writing that Glorilla. Keep going with them. And I like you too. So
what about Cardi B? Cardi B is still supposed to be dropping an album, but she dropped a single maybe like a month ago. It's just not taking off, and I don't know when we're gonna get another Cardi B album or Meg. Meg put out a single recently, but nobody really cares. It's a hard time to drop music for women right now, anyway, with all this going on. But
I think Cardi B she could be a star because she probably got, if she want to, she got people like Drake in the back, Drake crew. We come together, we're gonna make something pop.
Yeah, got a machine behind her. That's what you're saying.
But she has the talent to back it up, though.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know, but I don't know when them people go drop.
Yeah.
So,
but all right, we ain't gonna stay on here too much longer. This is a pretty good, quick show. So tell your mother I said Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out some of our older videos.
You guys
get my camera back together, but
my camera, at least it's blurry about half the time.
It's all good. Y'all take care.